He's actually an expert in marsupials, his PhDs and that. He was just outside the commentary window giving his Aussie boys a rev up, which was interesting to hear from Ben. So they've been given the message, no uncertain terms, to take it to the Kiwi team. Just having a chat with Finley Josephic's dad up in the stands. He's watching too, and the Marshall family here as well. I just met Luke Marshall's father, Craig. And yes, the Sterling family sending me messages as well. Brother Ben's watching from home, and the little brother Jack Sterling. If anyone knows Ben, you can probably hear him laugh from Turkey if you just took the earphones off. So the records so far, New Zealand have won a game. Australia have lost a game. I wouldn't read too much into that just yet. It's a long way to go. I guess we'll find out in a second how we're going. Not certain here with the countdown. The clock system here doesn't really tell us how much time we've got to go. And so I'm not absolutely certain how much time we've got before the game will start. For the New Zealand team, Hadley Jordan, number 8's taking a rest, and number 10, Jack Tyler. The Aussies seem to have scratched out 3 people, but they have 4 people in the sub bin, so that can't be right. They've scratched out Ollie Penrose after I gave him a big talk up. But I'm just looking for number 2 out the window to see if he's actually in the water. They've scratched out Jesse Lee from Western Australia. His sister's playing for the under-24s, Nellie, and his mum, Claire, is the coach of the under-19 women's for Australia. And they've also scratched out Oscar Bailey, number 10. But obviously one of those numbers is wrong. I'll try and work out which one actually is correct or not. New Zealand driving the Australian bin very hard there. The refs are conferring and they are saying that is a goal. That's a very aggressive start from the New Zealand team. They've executed that beautifully. Taken it up the middle channel, smashed into the Australian back wall and then just kept hitting it. A very powerful goal. Rory Smith-Rice getting credited with that. Number 6, good cap number, bro. Shout out to Isaiah Arpady, their family in Taupo. Sarah might be listening. And Uncle James I used to go to school with. A couple of brutal collisions in the middle there. It's just going to be a bit of ping-pong hockey, but New Zealand's coming out controlling the puck. Trying to take it sideways on the Australian, but the Australian number 9 did a fantastic job there controlling that and taking the New Zealand attack. Daniel McKinley, number 9. And just turning it into an Australian attack. They're taking it back where the New Zealanders brought it from. Hard to see through the bubbles. The water quality, either of the video quality, is just a little fuzzy on my screen as well. See the New Zealanders defending hard. The Australians are probing. The New Zealanders have diffused that attack. Unfortunately, the Australian right forward there, I think, took it up himself. Unfortunately, didn't take any mates with him. And it's had it peeled off. New Zealanders have taken it to that right wall, so that, just to remind people, that the T marking on the swimming court there it's about 20 centimetres off where the wall is, which is kind of a little bit transparent. It's hard to tell from where you are. Oh, a beautiful pass from the New Zealanders. Now in open water. And the Australian is not going to catch him despite the amount of effort he put into swimming him down. So that's Oliver Thurlow-Ray has taken that from mid-court all the way. Didn't catch who passed it to him, but that was a really good pass. He completely wrong-footed the Australian. And that's just pace. God, I wish I was that fast. And the Australians are suddenly 2-0 down, 11:50. Still trying to work out who hasn't been scratched from the Australian triple scratching. And typically the score sheets are the official sheets that the referees are using. The manager of the team, because you get 12 guys on the list, you can only play 10 at once. They come along and clearly scratch out the names of...
Who's the coach from Argentina? Your girls seem very happy in the water at the end of the game, and you told me you were very happy too. Can you tell us what happened and why you were so happy?
Hi, how are you? So we were really happy because we came here with only 8 players. We knew it was going to be a really, really tough tournament for us. And we saw South Africa playing yesterday against France, and we saw them playing like a really, really, really physical game. And we tried to do like quite the opposite, and our strategy works. So that's why we were like absolutely happy. Also because we were like having physical rest from the start until the end of the game, and it was amazing. Like, this is the second time that we won, and it's the first time that we win against South Africa.
And so what will be the focus on the next games?
Now we are going to be happy for this one, and in like half an hour we are going to start thinking on the next game. We are going to play against New Zealand, which I think is one of the best teams in the competition. Now we need to rest, focus, and try to do a strategy. I think it works. We can see that even having less players than the rest of the other teams, we can be good, we can do goals, and we can win the tournament, maybe.
We wish you good luck with that and good preparation for the rest. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, slightly unfortunate timing for the interview there for Australian fans. The Australian team desperately unlucky there. They put the puck on the tray, and just for slight want of a left forward, I think they would have scored that goal. Dominant period of play by Australia there. I have worked out who's playing. Oscar Bailey, number 10, is definitely playing the game, so that means that Ollie Penrose and Jesse Lee having a rest for today, or at least this morning. But the Australians really taking it to the New Zealanders at that point. Really dismantled their formation and took it straight into the goal, and just, it's just luck, really. You put the puck on the tin. All you have to do, for people who don't play a lot of hockey, is just slide it at an extra couple of inches into the trough and the goal, and if you get it in that area, that's the goal. And the little ramp on the way up into the trough, that doesn't count as a goal, but geez, it's awfully close, and it often makes if it's made out of stainless steel, it makes a clunk metallic sound, and so you hit it. And it sounds like maybe you scored a goal, but it's still sitting on that tray, and you just need that one last guy to turn up and just plink it back in there. Australian number 1 during that intermission was sent out. I'm sorry, I didn't catch what he was sent out for, and the refs are just coaching him to gently get back in the water. Advantage puck to New Zealand. New Zealand are taking a full sub. Sorry, the 3 of them subbing out just at once there while the refs move the Australians back. So Australian number 1 is Devlin Rowe. He's in the naughty seat. No, he's back in just now. Don't know what he did there. Maybe he looked at a ref a bit funny. See the New Zealanders stacked on the bottom already, waiting for the refs to restart. No, the refs are pulling Devlin Rowe back out of the water again. Simon Talbot, the many times chief referee of the World Championships from Tasmania, has pulled him back out now, put him back in again. So he's had to do an extra few seconds in the naughty chair. New Zealand driving the Australians very hard, but the Australians have got 3-4 players on the bottom. Very good position, great technique, good tackle, very clean. Completely diffused the New Zealand bomb there. Australian teams pride themselves on their control of the puck, their control of what the other team is doing. They like to hold possession for long periods of time, and typically they like to move it into space at the moment. At the moment, the New Zealanders are sort of crushing them up against their sub bin, but I know it's a cliche because I've said it a bunch of times already. Aussie's getting to play 10 against Australia, New Zealand 6 currently, because their sub bench is right there. You can see their feet on the right-hand side. And the Australians will be happy to just wear the New Zealanders out You know, you can hold it on the wall. You can be Australian forward there doing a fantastic job of getting in position. It just didn't work. Number 8, I believe, Eli Carroll, the vice captain. All right, that's not a goal. The refs are pushing the New Zealanders back. 3 New Zealanders subbing at once from the far end of the pool, so that may not have been the greatest call from all of them to do that at the same time. Now the 4th New Zealander has decided to sub despite the fact oh no, they've been saved by the refs. Sorry, no, they haven't been saved by the refs. They've been saved by the Australian coach. Ben Stepkovich has called a timeout, and so the New Zealanders slightly panicked sub there. They've been up this end for a long time. I don't blame them for subbing at all. They'd be knackered after that much effort trying to score the goal and then not quite finishing it off. The Aussies, meanwhile, have rotated all 10 in and out. You see in the picture there the New Zealand coach, Warwick King, providing direction for the guys to see if they can turn this. I think it's an advantage puck to New Zealand. Oh, no, it's not. It's an advantage puck to Australia. The Australian team also is receiving support from their manager, Nathan Whelan from Tasmania. Only discovered in the last week that he's a pharmacist, so you know where to go to get the good stuff. Australians dominating the bottom of the position of the pool, but the New Zealanders have just smashed straight through them and round the corner, and that's pace and power. It's a hallmark of how the New Zealand teams have been playing in the last decade, is that you can break the opposition if you hit them hard enough, and it's not in a foul-y way, just you can break through them so quickly that they really don't have time to have a second bite at the puck, and the guy behind them isn't right in the right position, and you just power through them. Lucky enough to have Ben Richards, also much like me, a little bit of a lot of a Kiwi and living in Australia. So
a turncoat, is that what they call them?
I think we're called economic refugees.
Nice flick here by New Zealand. Good drive. Aussie pushing towards the corner. Good, but Kiwi boy turning. Oh, some space. And nice defensive swim there.
Ollie Thurlow-Ray there pulling it around and keeping New Zealand in the game. Through Isaac Milner getting a little bit out of position there. His hips are a little too high.
Isaac Milner, is he a Kiwi?
Milner, yeah, no, that's there's a famous Milner family in Australia from Tasmania.
Oh wow.
But
probably related, to be honest. New Zealand and Aussies, we're not that different. I found some cousins in Tasmania when I was there at a poker night, so that's quite funny. Okay, back into it. New Zealand had another advantage puck, using this right wall to try get to the corner of the goal tray, but Aussie has numbers down and they're all flat.
Well, New Zealand plays are very flat too, and the refs are saying no goal, and the puck has gone in the goal, but New Zealand gloved it in, so you can't use anything other than your stick to move the puck around, and the refs have detected that New Zealanders have failed to meet that mark.
Advantage puck here for Aussie. 5 metres out from the goal tray.
We haven't cut to thing. The Australians have managed to move the puck out to the left towards their sub bench from looking out the window. Looks like it's one of those ping pong moments at the moment. Someone's moving it across the pool towards where the refs are and away from the sub benches. I think looks like Australia's got control of it at the moment given the angle they're swimming at.
What's up with this video feed? Here we go.
There we go, yeah. Again, Australia look dominant.
Big drive here.
Pass sideways. New Zealanders will not like having to deal with that. Recycled into the middle. And the Australians have decided that this is the time to break open the New Zealand defence. Again, control of the puck. The patience of the Australians is, they don't want to just throw a puck on the hope that there's a mate there. They want to eyeball them. The New Zealanders are much more happy to kind of trust in the system, trust in the process, and it's the job of the guy who's supposed to be there. And so sometimes you get, New Zealanders will pass to no one, and it could be someone subbed out or just didn't maybe put the effort in at the right point or got caught in them.
A lot of trust, yeah, a lot of trust on your positions and where you should be. yeah, and when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't, I guess. That's something that I think Aussie was lacking on that game against Turkey yesterday. They just weren't putting the puck into spaces where players should be, and just playing the Turkish game. But it seems to be a closer match today against New Zealand. Big drive here. Front in space, a call's been made.
Yeah, certainly when it's 2-0 to New Zealand pretty quickly, I thought maybe the Aussies are in a bit of trouble here, but they've definitely stabilised the game, and they are, both teams towing the line at the moment, giving each other as good as they're getting, and evenly poised.
Camera's not showing much.
Yeah, all 12 guys are down. We're looking out the window now.
And
There's a
now
lot of New Zealanders all just came up at once, so I think the Australians are going to clear this based on that. Oh no, it's right in front of the goal. The New Zealanders have got it right in front of the goal. They're driving at it. The puck is in the goal. Someone got the New Zealanders moving a second movement there just before the camera cut in. And unfortunately, the 4 New Zealanders that popped up got straight back down there. And a couple of Australian hats popped up just in front of the goal, I think. So.
Yeah, there wasn't much space there for Aussie, was there? They got really crushed there on their back wall, and there wasn't. When they went up, they just couldn't fill in the space to help defend. And when there's 4 against 1 or 2, the last little section there, it's really hard to defend. Here we go, 2 of the Tasmanians on the strike there.
Yeah, just Jesse Lee in the background there with his inflatable kangaroo. Not quite sure the functional significance of that is.
There you go, Daniel and Arthur trying to stop that defence, but yeah, good little swimming into the centre of the pool.
Oh.
Dangerous move to be doing there.
Oh man, but it looked pretty, didn't it? Didn't it look pretty?
It looked good, yeah.
I mean, it didn't work, but it looked cool.
Yeah, holding position here by New Zealand. This possession game is going to be deadly for Aussie if they don't keep possession.
Yes. Australians making the mistake of trying to exit out the front of the New Zealand formation there, which is exactly where the New Zealanders want them to go. Like, someone's got to make a decision to go hard sideways and tuck and run. Back to your sub bench. There we go.
Every time Aussie gets the puck, it's a call.
Oh, I guess that may be how they're getting the puck. New
So,
Zealand has taken a couple of subs.
yeah, so
That's better timing.
there's just probably just a bit of being under 19 men. It's sometimes you rush a bit too much with your tackle and hit the hand with the glove.
Yeah, Aussie's back hard on almost the 5 metre line.
Oh, a bit of space.
If they bring this in, it's going to be dangerous. That's a good drive. You see the acceleration. He picked the puck up, put it back in the middle of where the New Zealanders want it, and just power finned it in. Lots of New Zealanders on the bottom.
Aussie just seems to have a bit too much space between players as well, making it easy for New Zealand to find gaps. For me, it looks like Aussie just needs to tighten up a bit to stop like all those goals, I guess. If New Zealand can just spread you out and find gaps and gets 2 people in a gap, then it's really quite difficult to stop 2v1s.
Shoving in there. Finlay Josephic. So his dad's up in the audience there. I can see him giving the double thumbs up from the aisle row there. Lots of the parents really enjoying Turkey. Great food, great history, lots of great things to go and see. Haven't seen anyone walking around with a carpet on their shoulder yet, but it's only a matter of time. New Zealand's called the timeout this time. Each team in underwater hockey gets to call 1 timeout per half. So Stepkovich has used his one, and now King's used his one. Not sure who's the assistant coach for New Zealand, Ben. Can you see?
Zoe Firth.
Oh, of course. Oh, she's managing though, but she's in order. I see her now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, she's probably doing a bit of both. She has experience, I guess, enough experience for coaching, assistant coaching, managing, and everything. She's a legendary player.
Took our experience, put it together, Ben, and multiplied it by 10. We're still not there.
Yeah, that's correct. But Warwick's experience, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's been around since I was a kid. You know?
Yeah. And what was one of his rules? One of his facts: he hasn't held a underwater stick since 2008. And he's still coaching though, so that's good. Yeah, Warwick coached me back in the day, and he was a awesome coach.
He's more of a kind of a man manager, isn't he? Like he's working on people's kind of mental skills a lot.
Yeah. What he does is he's really good at pushing young men just to be as fit as possible, and when you're as fit as possible, you really can do anything.
Yeah.
These under-19 boys will be really, really fit, and it'll come through to tomorrow, to the finals. If they make the finals, they'll come through to the finals, and they'll be still performing as hard as they were in the first couple of games. This is what I expect.
The speed's really impressive. They hit the line hard and at absolute top speed. 2-3 kicks in there, motoring those guys.
And the numbers down as well.
I've heard Warwick's called the Gordon Tetchens of underwater hockey. So he was this famous rugby sevens coach during New Zealand's dominant phase of rugby sevens, and the philosophy is just be fitter than everyone else, and then you win.
So for Australians, rugby sevens, it's kind of like AFL, but better, is it? I'm kidding.
They don't know how to tackle.
yeah. They don't just play with the ball and then drop it all the time. They kind of hold the ball more often and pass it. That's right. I'll get some credit for that one. So here's Warwick here talking to his team. Probably giving them, probably good feedback. They've been playing really well. Positions really good, and finishing the goals have been looking really good.
Their aggression inside the 6 metre circle, they really look like they want to score it, and they're finishing them off probably 50% of the time, which isn't too bad. And the Australians have done some fantastic defence, keeping them out at times, and I think their management of the middle of the pool is better than New Zealand's. But just every now and again, the speed of these guys. A couple of them punch through the Australian formation at absolute top speed. It's not subtle skills. It's let's hit him.
Yeah.
Let's fracture it. Let's break that mirror.
Yeah. We've got a comment here from. Do you know this lady, Leah Chamberlain-Gunn?
Leah Chamberlain-Gunn from New Zealand.
Do you know her?
I think so. She's a hell of a lot more famous than we are. So.
Hi, Leah, and she says hi to you as well.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Yeah. You're doing a great job, man.
Gunny, her husband's one of my favourite people. Such a decent bloke.
He is very good. I love Gunny.
When I was in Wellington about a month and a half ago, I came out for a beer after playing Wellington club hockey for the first time in 21 years. Barely hanging on with my fingertips to these young guys, and going around me pretty quick.
Yeah. So here we go. We've got a strike coming up in the next 30 seconds. Aussie will be hoping to change the tide here, a good strike, some good momentum, and getting into the New Zealand half is be really important. Also, they just need to make sure they clean up their tackles. I think that's the big thing. What it looks like to me is just they're getting caught up for fouls, and that's really just destroying their structure and their game.
Yeah, funny thing about playing Australian teams is they play that beautiful pass, move, manoeuvre, stretch them out, take them wide, test the edges, until they get inside the circle, and then it's a shark attack. You feel like you've been thrown into the chum. And I'm not seeing this from these guys. When they get in close to the circle, they're not committing 5 guys to the bottom and just smashing everything in front of them. I think that might be just the difference. The reason Australians haven't scored a goal is just at that last moment they haven't quite.
Oh, good hit!
Great tackle. Fortunately, he's taken it wide around the New Zealander, but he's got the pace. He might get around the corner.
He has some support behind him. As long as he manages to keep position in the Aussie team, they have a good chance here. There's some subs coming from New Zealand. They've got a great drive. Have numbers down. Just need it.
Who was that? Was that the Australian number 9?
I think it was 9 or 10.
Deserves a shout out for that. That was fantastic.
Someone probably I've forgotten the number. I'm dyslexic. Numbers don't come well to me, or names.
Daniel McKinley, I think if it was 9.
That
there is again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Daniel McKinley. Huge effort.
Daniel is he actually put me down as his idol, which I was real tough about.
You didn't even recognise him in the water. Ouch.
That's a fine for me.
Where's the love?
Go on, Ben. But he's a really good player from Tasmania, and he's really put the effort in and gone really fit and strong.
Yeah. It was lovely seeing some of the people that people chose as their kind of hockey idol. Cara Gibson picked Jacko Schmidt. My own daughter didn't pick me. Didn't rate.
Didn't rate the early mornings making a train, eh?
No, I didn't. Yeah, she's probably still grumpy with that all the training. She's going to be less grumpy in a few days because she's going to be tired. They've got a A couple of girls in the Aussie team, one with an ear infection and one might have a concussion, so she's going to be playing all the games.
Oh, wow.
So the fitness is most certainly going to count.
I'm excited to hear how that goes. Aussie here passes to Arthur by the looks of it, number 5. Is that Arthur? No, not Arthur.
I'm not sure the captain of the Australian team. Is it Reece Payton? I think his father I play against in the Masters division, Carl. So hi to the Payton family in Queensland.
Oh, yeah.
That was, I think he's the captain of the team.
Nice use of the offside. We call him.
Take it wide. Keep your head up, mate. Keep your head up. See, watch what's coming at you.
Oh, beautiful work. Arthur there keeps position. Nice position. Aussies now just trying to hold the puck more, and they're doing really well. And spreading it wide. This is a great game to watch. I love wides. I love space. Love these double teams and these passes. Aussie has some space, but New Zealand does well to get some.
Lacking some numbers on the bottom. But the movement across the pool, that 45-degree swim to the centre, to the 45-degree swim, a couple of kicks out to that left.
Oh, wow.
That'll make Ben Stepkovich very happy to see that.
Yeah, Aussies playing a much better game in the second half, and yeah, if they keep improving this over the comp, they'll have some much better games, and I'd like to see how they go.
Yeah, again, they're managing the possession in the middle of the pool much better than New Zealanders. It's just when the New Zealanders get it, they're going.
Yeah.
Again, Australia, good. Oh, no, sorry.
Curtis
Kersey threw a pass under his butt to no one.
With New Zealand's formation, they just have the rotation of players coming through. They always have these people, and they just swim, they do a flick forward, or they do a rotate back, or look to the side, and they just, it's hard to defend. It's really hard. Oh, he just left the puck behind.
90-degree pass out to the winger. Part of the New Zealand formation is to do that, is to get width around, put it onto the front stick of a guy moving forward very quickly at the periphery of the Australian formation.
From the look of that, it's probably going to be against Australia for a legal stop. The daily New Zealand's advantage pucks from the goals have been pretty good this game so far. Probably scoring quite a few goals.
The refs signalled illegal knockdown. Screen saying stick infringement, but oh well. I didn't see an illegal knockdown, but it might have just been a glove or something that's impossible to see on the screen. Number 6 and number 7 for New Zealand. 7 just a shade late to arrive there, but has driven it well. Cruz Perry, Rory Smith-Rice working well together. New Zealand has taken a couple of subs. Good time to do it.
I'm not sure. Roger's got another comment from Romy. I'm not sure if she's happy that I'm commentating or not. But I'll carry on. I'm here now.
Hi, Romy.
Hi, Romy. Nice work by New Zealand pushing on this back wall here, going real strong. Aussie has a good strong position though.
Penalty. The refs are calling that a penalty shot. That's going to be interesting. Oh, okay. So if you haven't seen this from home, this is cool. The Australians now have to. Everybody gets out of the pool except for one Australian and 2 New Zealanders. The one Australian is defending the goal. The puck's going to be put on the 3-metre circle. The one Australian must keep his hand on the wall all the way down until the New Zealanders touch the puck. If he can clear it beyond the 6-metre circle, he's saved the goal and he's an absolute hero. This is incredibly hard to hold. He's got his hand all the way down. 2 New Zealanders, they've thrown it at the
too high
of the goal. Oh! And it's still not. Oh, now it's in. He's done very well. That was very close. Australian number 4 deserves full credit for that one. He didn't save it, but Reece Payton, that was as close as you're going to get. Normally when you do penalty shots, you get trained to take the puck at the guy's legs because it's terribly difficult to tackle someone under your knees.
Yeah, so number 5 for New Zealand sent out. Do you know the name for that?
Logan Ross.
Logan Ross?
Sorry, Ross family. First mention, I think. Is that 5 or 4? That's 5, you're quite right, sorry.
We had a few subs from New Zealand come in. It's an unfortunate time. Aussie has a good chance if they take it fast here. It's 3 against 6.
Yeah, the New Zealanders will be, I'm not quite sure what position Logan plays, but they'll take in a winger out there. So New Zealand's now playing 2-2-1 formation.
Oh, big flick, hits the body. It's going to be a send out. Arthur already swimming towards already swimming to the side.
Yeah, number 5.
He knew what he was going to do.
Why waste time, just go straight to jail.
Oh, 2 5s out as well. Wow, 5 and 5 must be a unlucky number or just an aggressive number. I'm not sure.
Arthur Whittick in the naughty chair for to flick pucks at other human beings. It does happen. Probably didn't hurt anyone, but hey, that's the rules. I think he caught it in the shoulder or top of the bicep maybe. But yeah, open water right in front of the refs. Sometimes a big flick is as much of a curse as a blessing.
Yeah, definitely.
Good tackle. Australian guy just sat there in the pocket. Number 9 again.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name this time?
Daniel.
Oh, sorry, the number 8. It was number 8.
Yeah.
No, it is number 9. It is number 9, sorry. Yeah, that was good patient work. Just waited until he did what he knew the New Zealanders were going to try and do and messed it up for them, took it away.
The warning, I think, being given out here to some player. Number 12 warning. Oh, no, he's getting sent out.
1 minute, I think.
Oh, I think that's Danny.
So Australia's down to 4. New Zealand's got 5, but
it's really calling a timeout as well.
number 5,
Australia.
Yeah, that's a good time to call it, isn't it? Ben Stepkovich using up his last timeout for the game, but he's going to give his players they're playing with 4. They're going to be a little cooked. Gives them another minute rest. These young guys have been training really hard, so minutes rest might as well be 10 minutes rest for these guys. They'll be fine after that because they're now going to have to defend for a good minute against 5 New Zealanders. And by the way, Logan Ross is sitting on the side. He's sitting with the chief ref, and he's sitting right on the side with his fintips out of the water. So I think pretty soon Simon Talbot's going to tell him to get in. He's been obviously told to get ready. So his time penalty might actually be finished.
Yeah, it is finished, yeah. They're just waiting until the start of play, so once the refs put their hands down.
For some reason they've said Jack Sterling's in the sin bin, but...
Yeah, no, Jack Sterling's... Oh.
No, he's not. He's still in the water.
That's a wrong colour. So they missed it up. They're probably going to not change in case it ruins the time.
Yeah, so Logan Ross is definitely the person sitting in the sin bin, and Jack Sterling's definitely in the water.
Logan Ross? You mean Danny?
No, for the New Zealand team.
Oh, yeah. No, that Jack Sterling was put down on the wrong number, I think, for an Australian who's out right now.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
All right. So they've given Jack Sterling a penalty, but he's not the guy out. It's the Australian number 12.
Yeah. We go. New Zealand's working hard.
Daniel Rumsby.
Looks like Ben's brother working hard there. What's Ben's brother's name?
Which Ben?
From... I'm so bad at this. Jack Sterling, yeah. Ben's brother, yeah. Jack Sterling, not Jack.
Oh, yeah. Ben in New South Wales. Yeah, sure. Jack Sterling's the one who's been given the time penalty, but I can assure you he's in the he's not in the sin bin. He's watching the game on the big screen, actually. He's in the New Zealand bench watching the boys play the same as we are.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, wrong person then.
All right, that puck looks like it might have gone on the goal. The refs are conferring, and they agree that's a goal. New Zealand just swarming. You see all the light blue togs on the bottom. Hard, flat, low. That's pretty hard when you're a back, because there's dudes underneath you everywhere. Timeout. New Zealand has called their last timeout. Not sure they needed to do that. Maybe 6 minutes out. Boys are looking good.
Maybe just a strategic timeout from Warwick. Maybe just time to work on something, I'd say.
Well, it looks like they've lined up on the side. So Australia's back to 5 in the water. And Arthur Whittick is sitting next to the chief ref, so his time penalty might actually be finished. So you might get an interesting situation here that he's got to stay on the side until the puck is touched off the strike. But as soon as the puck is touched, if his time penalty's up and the chief ref lets him in, he might be able to shoot out from the side and cause some absolute havoc. He's had a couple of minutes on the side, so he'll be rested and ready to go.
The best ones are when it's during play and you get someone let in during play and they get in and they just have so much air and fresh legs. They just get the puck and they go. After a team timeout, all the players are pretty fresh, so it's not as beneficial, I guess. Not as you don't come out as a player with more energy than potentially other players in the pool.
I guess it depends on how egregious a foul you committed to get sent out at the time and how embarrassed you are and how much you want to make it up to Ben Stepkovich.
Yeah.
Dr. Stepkovich.
He is a doctor now, isn't he?
Yeah, PhD, dryland ecology. You should see him on TV. He's really good.
Here we go. Good back tackle there by New Zealand, but foul's been called. Looks like against New Zealand, so maybe not as good of a back tackle as I said.
A couple of New Zealanders taking a sub there. They've only been in the water for 10 seconds. I suppose it might be a sub when you can, not when you need to. Philosophy.
Yeah, it's with yeah. I always sub whenever I can.
I just do that because I'm old.
Here we go.
I don't want to forget where my Zimmer frame was.
New Zealand needed swim into space. It's a little bit of a dangerous move across their goal tray, near the goal tray, but still, like, it's a risk that they've taken, and it seems to work really well. That's where players aren't they? You know, players aren't. There's less numbers on the outside, and they always take the outside, even in risky situations near the goal tray.
I wouldn't want to take.
It's a risk and reward thing, isn't it? I'd say.
You don't want to take it up in the middle against the Australians. Their centre spine. Those guys are all master tacklers.
Yeah, true.
And you're just not going to beat them.
So don't go to the middle, go around them.
And all the guys in the New Zealand Masters team will probably just laugh their ass off just then.
There you go, big flick into the middle. New Zealand clear to the wall. Has a bit of space here.
That's good position. A great pass, number 6. New Zealand did very well to just skip over the top of the Australian.
And the support is unreal. The support is unreal by the New Zealanders there. They just had someone next to them and behind them. And most of the time, there's.
So yeah, Rory Smith-Rice again. He's got the Dane Burmester-like arm guard on there. Couldn't quite catch it. Isaac Milner.
Oh, good work there. Still a bit of too much space between the Aussie players, and it's given them a chance to do a dummy around.
Yeah, Rory Smith-Rice with a nice dummy there. Taking it wide, maybe just a shade early, and a little more forward momentum. The Australians are absolutely ready for it.
Yeah.
I felt like they were a little fragile on the wall, but actually they were really strong out wide, and they took it straight to the strong spot.
New Zealand trying to put the puck in the middle here, put some pressure on Aussie, but Aussie does well to hold it and take it to the wall next to the sub bench.
Then the Australians choosing to maintain possession instead of throwing 50-50 puck.
Definitely an improvement, I think.
Refs are calling chopping, just for Jeff Copeland. Hates me saying that for a stick infringement.
Number 11?
Was it 11 or 6?
This is 11, Toby Dukes, I think.
Was it a fist, was it?
No, it was 11, yeah, for...
Okay.
Yeah,
that Toby Dukes has got his number in the score sheet. No time penalty, but the refs, they take a note of who's been told not to do a thing, and then you keep doing it. It might be a minor foul the 4th time, but you'll get a minute.
Yeah, so not an official warning. They're just trying to show the chief ref who's doing the foul, so they can mitigate the game and maybe tell the refs that this person's been doing multiple fouls and that they should be either warned or sent out sometimes. So here we go. We're in the Aussie corner here. Aussie's doing well. It doesn't look like they're having too much pressure on them by New Zealand yet.
New Zealand's probably happy to leave in the corner at 6-0 up. 2.5 minutes to go. It's game management.
It's smart. It's not
a risky place to be. The Aussies are a long way from their sub bench until the refs call something. On the other hand, the Aussies can regroup from here and they've driven it up the wall. The New Zealanders are as far away from their sub bench as you can physically get. So those 6 guys are going to do it. What was that, Ben? What did they call?
Sorry, I wasn't looking.
It's against New Zealand, though. 2 New Zealanders taking a sub, somewhat lethargically.
Aussie here takes the advantage puck, flicks it up.
Oh, dummied him. Smoked him.
Nicely done on their far wall.
They don't want to go any further than that, the Aussies. I haven't seen the Aussies switch.
No, they're doing a little bit.
Little ones, but...
Yeah, they did a few just after that first half. That's really, really good to watch. But
they've stopped.
They've stopped. Either it's them... I don't know.
I think this would be the moment, you know?
New Zealand, you see it just before, New Zealand had nice, like 2 people on the offside down. And it's scary when you're trying to do a switch, like, oh shit, there's people here. You know?
Into the open space and you look up and there's 2 dudes waiting to burgle you.
Yeah. It's something that is
that's a great tackle.
Wow.
If that was legal, that's a fantastic tackle.
Yeah, that's a good tackle.
It's the sort of thing Benson would do to me.
Nice, lots of there's 3 people down there by New Zealand.
Was that Luke Marshall, number 9? Way to go, dude.
It was 5. I don't know. It was
5 Logan Ross.
Yeah.
New Zealand is driving the goal very strongly there. Refs are conferring. They say that's a goal. And number 11, I think, from the refs. Slightly blurry.
Could have been actually Finlay who did that swim. Number 13. Goal was
nice.
to Toby Dukes.
Was he the one who made that tackle?
Yeah,
Or he got the
maybe.
pass, the next pass.
Yeah, maybe. He had the arm thing on, I think. Man, my memory. I feel tired. Refereeing takes it out of you.
I didn't get to bed till about 1 o'clock because we went and played club hockey in Istanbul.
Oh, awesome.
Being hosted by, the Turkish commentators have left. They were sitting next to us. We played them last night in their home pool. But yeah, it took a while to get home.
So, plays in the middle of the pool here. New Zealand looks like they're driving.
Just 10 seconds on the clock there. So, New Zealand might pull out a miracle goal, but I just don't think the Australians are going to have to swim the length of the pool. And yeah, they're not in 5 seconds, certainly. And that's time. Chief ref's called time on that. So after a strong start by New Zealand, pulling a couple of goals on the Australians very quickly, and Australians really settled it down for quite some time, and it looked very even. And then I think the New Zealanders just sort of wore down the Australian defences, punched a couple of more goals in, and I think the Aussies a couple of times are really unlucky. Like there were some huge individual efforts that could very easily have been converted into goals. So I don't think they should get their heads down too much there. There was a lot of stuff I'm sure Ben would have really enjoyed seeing, and that could be worked on. It's just they had a couple of centimetres here and there, a couple inches here and there. One guy not quite on the bottom, and then they would have done it all. But that's Ben and I signing out.
Thanks so much. Good luck.
Right.
Bonjour à tous, nous revoici en direct de GEBZE pour le 2e jour de ces championnats du monde juniors avec les U19 garçons qui affrontent les Turcs